Hey YouTube, this is Meester Pool here, and I just thought I'd just talk a little bit about my experiences being a vegetarian and trying to move into a vegan diet for personally in my life. When I was about 26, I went to a PETA meeting at a college, and at the meeting they had slideshows of farmed animals in showing animals at different places on farms and what happens to the animals. And the whole point of them was trying to get you an emotional response to make you change your diet so that it would have less of an effect upon other living things. And by one not consuming meat products, like, eating meat or dairy or animal products, you're actually lessening the amount of suffering in the world. Now, I'm not, someone that's absolutely 100% all the time vegan. I find myself, once in a while I have cheese on a pizza or a little bit of milk in my coffee, or maybe once in a while I'll have eggs, but I realize now that as somebody that's in my middle years of my life, that it is a healthier choice also. If you restrict your diet to legumes, which are different kinds of beans, you got navy beans, red beans, black beans, black-eyed peas, and soybeans. And then you have nuts, like pistachios, walnuts, filberts, peanuts, sunflower seeds, and then you have other kinds of seeds like sesame seeds. So if you restrict yourself to just plant-based foods, you'll find yourself getting thinner, and you'll feel more lighter. You won't feel as heavy, and you'll sleep better, and your blood pressure will even out, and it'll come down. Your chances of getting diabetes will lessen. If you restrict yourself to like natural foods, organic foods, if you can buy organic foods, because then you won't get any residues like pesticides or if they're GMO foods. And it's also what happens is your teeth will be better. You'll have a healthier mouth. I noticed this when I was about 26, or yeah, it was a time when I went on a raw food diet. I went, raw fruits and vegetables and nuts and maybe rice once in a while, and then I was eating a lot of bananas and a lot of coconut. And I went to the dentist. This was in a year's time. I went back to the dentist to have my teeth cleaned, and the technician looked at my mouth and said, "We don't need to. Your mouth doesn't need cleaning. Your teeth are perfect. There's no tartar or anything on the teeth." So it was it was confirmation for me that maybe it is better to, if you're going to be a vegetarian or vegan, if you can try to be a vegan, you'll notice your health will improve. And it's also better for the environment. When you eat a plant-based diet, it takes less amount of resources to produce that food for you, and for your own consumption. If there's an animal that has to be raised, and it has to have food, and it has to be heated, and it has to have a pen, then that's also, there's that factor involved. It's taking up more resources, and if you're concerned about our planet, and how it's losing its habitability, which is the main thing, is we're killing our life support system on the planet itself is dying because there's too many people living a Western style lifestyle, and that what's happening is that there's more animals being raised, and it's taking up more and more resources, more fuel, more oil, more energy, more land to raise the animal, feed the animal, and it's also the animals pollute too. And if you're somebody that's a butcher, or you're involved in meat production, or you raise animals, then I don't know what to say. I'm personally, this is something I've chosen to do. and it I didn't intend for you to lose revenue. You know, I mean, for your business to suffer because of my choice. But this is something that's personal, that I've chosen to be this way. And I think the last time I ever went into a fast food place was, maybe I was on a road trip and I stopped and I got some French fries, and that was it. So I don't eat fast food. You know, I cook, you know, rice and beans most of the time. I eat rice and beans and corn. You know, I have a lot of canned food and frozen food, which is good if you buy the frozen, because it's flash frozen usually after they pick it. But canned food is good too, because you can have cans and eat canned food for really inexpensive. You can live on canned food, and you'll save a lot of money. I mean, if you buy, you know, if you think inflation's happening, then you buy a lot of canned food and store it, keep it in at where it's not going to shift in temperature from too high to too low. It's even in temperature. You can store it a long time. So if you think, if you care about animals, and you're concerned about how animals feel and what they have to go through to live, because just don't sit and eat meat and think about what that animal had to go through when you're eating it, you know, and then that will, you know, so there's lots of reasons to try to be vegan. You know, it's not only health reasons, but there's compassion, you know, and then there's environment too. So, you know, I mean, think about that. And also, I like to recommend a book here. It's called The Art of Living by S.N. Goenka, William Hart. I have no affiliation with the publisher or the person that wrote the book. I'm just somebody that found this book at a bookstore, and I read it, and it helped me. There's a meditation technique in here which they start you off with breath observation for the meditation technique, and it really was very helpful for me. And then later on, I went and I took the course. There's a 10-day course you can sign up for. It's free, you know, and they're all over the country. You don't have to go to India. So I just thought I'd let that out. This is a, you know, if you ever get a chance, and I'll put a link to it. I think it's available as a PDF online, so you can just read through it if you want. I would highly recommend this book. Anyhow, that's all I have to share, you know. So think about trying to be vegan. If you still eat meat, try to cut back, you know, and see, you know, and then you'll save money and your health will improve, and you know, it'll be, you know, more, you'll be kinder than the animals, you know. You'll think about those animals and what they have to go through. Anyhow, talk to you later. Bye.